I was fighting depression. I was having anxiety attacks. It was just kind of like an unbearable moment. I was isolating and I needed to look for something to do, make it worthwhile, because I survived. I've always had a love for photography, even as a kid. I joined the Navy in December 30th of 1976 because I've always enjoyed oceanography with the Jacques Cousteau and Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea that had submarines, and obviously I grew up on all the World War II movies, and I like the way that people work together. That fostered in me the belief that people work better as a team, and the team works better when everybody's given a chance to step up. I was at home when the first plane hit. I had charged up my batteries, I had freed up my memory cards. At this point again, it was to be able to record what had happened and to try to record the recovery. The firemen putting out the fire, people being rescued, people coming out of the buildings that I love so much. I witnessed the second explosion from a distance. I kept taking pictures, I kept seeing the devastation that occurred by the cut on the side of the building, the flames. I got to the corner of Cedar and Broadway where I thought that was going to be a good spot to be able to see the job that the firemen were going to do in trying to put out the fire. I did not realize that I was in any danger. So I had positioned myself to be able to be in the best spot, and to some extent I was in the worst spot because it was the path of where everything came down. So in trying to get away from that, I got knocked down. In getting knocked down, the debris blackened the sky. It was pitch black. I panicked, I screamed, my mouth got filled up with cement. I started reaching for the walls. I got taken care of in the elevator by quick first aid. I left the building when they evacuated. Again, to some extent, my training, the discipline, tried to stay focused. All of that came into play, and I was able to lead the people out from the city, over the bridge, into Brooklyn. I made it to my house with the people that were with me, and we basically locked ourselves up. The last thing I did was to hand over the camera so someone can take a picture of me so I see how I looked. The recovery was difficult. I lost my job. It almost took me 2 years to find work. What I found was very sporadic. I went to a therapist. I got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress syndrome. After my diagnosis and my trying to get my stuff together, I was Googling, veterans, organizations, and Team Rubicon came up. And I started reading into it and seeing what the mission was and what they had done in Haiti. And it was basically exactly what I was looking for to do. What I was looking for to try to make it worthwhile. Through my experience with Team Rubicon, it allows me to be able to do something that I feel is extremely meaningful, impact people that have been affected in totally negative ways beyond their control, and to be surrounded by people that think along the same lines. In being able to do that, that helps me tremendously because it makes what I'm doing and what I'm living a little bit more worthwhile.